What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Wednesday, November 14th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay, let's take a look at the point guard position. I like Kyrie Irving for the Boston Celtics playing the Chicago Bulls, who are the fourth worst defense overall and about middle of the pack defending opposing point guards. Kyrie Irving has scored 43 and 66 fantasy points in his last two games, averaging 39.6 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 33 minutes per game with a 28% usage rate. He had a 37% usage rate last game. Kyrie Irving is $8,000 DraftKings salary, $900 more on FanDuel. Love that DraftKings price. Projected at 40.2 fantasy points today. At that salary, he'll need just that, 40 fantasy points to hit 5 times value. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all our DFS tools for NFL, and the tools for NBA are awesome. This is a great time to get in and try everything for 1 month. The tools are all about saving research time. You can see the last 3 games, the fantasy points per game, the targets they got per game, so you can see how involved they are in the offense, the rushes they got per game. Seeing all this stuff on one screen helps you save time and make better picks. Okay, who do we have at the shooting guard position? I like Devin Booker from the Phoenix Suns playing the San Antonio Spurs, who are about middle of the pack defense overall and give up the 8th most fantasy points to opposing point guards. Devin Booker has scored 32, 27, and 60 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 39.8 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 36 minutes per game with a 32% usage rate. Devin Booker is $7,600 DraftKings salary, same price on FanDuel, great FanDuel price, projected at 39.9 fantasy points. He's only going to need about 35 fantasy points to hit 5 times value. High-paced game at home. Love Devin Booker today. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, moving on to the small forward position. I like Kyle Kuzma for the LA Lakers playing the Portland Trailblazers, who have a pretty good defense overall, but they give up the 9th most fantasy points to opposing small forwards. Kyle Kuzma has scored 34, 23, and 28 DraftKings points in his last 3 games, averaging 29.4 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 32 minutes per game with a 23% usage rate. Kyle Kuzma is $6,000 DraftKings salary, $300 more on FanDuel, projected at 29.3 fantasy points today. At that salary, he's going to need about 32 fantasy points to hit 5 times value. I like the high-paced game at home for Kyle Kuzma. Okay, who do we have at the power forward position? I like Pascal Siakam for the Toronto Raptors playing the Detroit Pistons, who are about middle of the pack defense overall and also middle of the pack defending opposing power forwards. Pascal Siakam has scored 36, 30, and 30 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 28.3 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 28 minutes per game with a 17% usage rate. Pascal Siakam is $5,900 DraftKings salary, $500 more on FanDuel, projected at 23.9 fantasy points. I think he scores more than that. He's going to need about 28 fantasy points to hit 5 times value. Again, this is a high-paced game at home for Pascal Siakam. Okay, moving on to the center position. I like Jusuf Nurkic for the Portland Trailblazers playing the LA Lakers, who are the 7th worst defense overall and give up the 3rd most fantasy points to opposing centers. Nurkic is $6,500 DraftKings salary and $1,500 more on FanDuel. Love that DraftKings price. He scored 43, 34, and 32 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 34.1 fantasy points per game on the season, in an average of 25 minutes per game, played 27 minutes last game, with a 30% usage rate his last 2 games. At that salary, he's going to need about 30 fantasy points to hit 5 times value. He's projected at 34.6, so he should have no problem hitting value, at least on DraftKings. FanDuel, he's going to need quite a bit more than that. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video, or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for week 9. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.